What if George Russell, instead of turn of the century man, was dating on Hinge? And he was trying to give modern pickup lines. And here are.
Can we just read them?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't mind, as George Russell.
Are you Wi-Fi? Because I feel a connection. I'm not. These are fucked up.
It is Thursday, August 7th, 2025, and this is What Should We Talk About with Jenny Yang on location in the great state of New York. We left the city for that upstate country air. Smells like God's country. This is your weekly catch-up time with smart and funny people to find joy in an unjust world. We discuss topics submitted by our guests to you, and you, the listener. Any topic from pop culture to the personal and political. Current, old, big, small, nerdy, petty. Catch shorter preview episodes wherever you pod, but if you want full episodes uncut and bonus episodes, become a paid subscriber, aka my only paids, at jennyyang.substack.com. So listen, if this convo cuts out in the middle of it, don't get mad, get subscribing. Thank you. My guest today is an actor and producer, graduate of Reed College, we're going to talk about that, and the prestigious American Conservatory Theater, who is based in New York with his wife and daughter. He produced a 2020 documentary, The Big Scary S Word, about how socialism is actually deeply American. Upcoming on television, he will be seen in Black Rabbit for Netflix. He received critical acclaim, including a Critics' Choice nomination for his work in David Simon's The Plot Against America. He is best known as George Russell, the turn-of-the-century railroad capitalist / robber baron on the HBO award-winning series The Gilded Age from Downton Abbey creator Julian Fellows. Let's welcome to the pod the internet's railroad daddy, Morgan Spector!
Oh my God. Thank you for having me.
You are here in the flesh. Why am I here? How is this happening? It was just on a lark. I said, can I have you on the pod? And you said yes.
Why not?
You're the best. Morgan, you're the best.
Oh, thanks.
Here's my question, Morgan. Morgan Spector, what should we talk about?
Look, this has been covered on the internet, so I'm bandwagoning a little bit. But one thing that has been fucking me up is everywhere you go now, if you go into a store, a retail establishment, a restaurant, not just in New York City, but throughout these great United States, people will say to you, welcome in. I don't know if you've encountered this, but now that I've told you about it, you will know about it. And if you you just walk in off the street on Atlantic Avenue to some like clothing emporium, some like very well-spoken and poised person will say to you, welcome in. And you're just like, why is this happening? Who started this? Where did it come from? I've seen, somebody did a piece on this and I'm forgetting who it was, but they traced it to sort of Southern hospitality, which has provided the language. I used to work in restaurants and, you do start saying y'all to tables.
Yes.
Because there's no second person plural in English.
That's
and it makes it complicated to address a group. And I believe that welcome in comes from the same linguistic world.
Why does it bother you?
But it bothers me because it is one of these things that has appeared seemingly out of nowhere and become completely ubiquitous.
Okay.
Another one is the phrase crashing out, which I had never heard until like 3 weeks ago and is now fucking everywhere. Everyone's like, oh, she's crashing out. I'm watching Love Island, and crashing out is scripted in like neon on the fucking set. The production designers went and had somebody make that.
Did you watch Love Island USA?
I have been watching Love Island UK for a long time, and I resisted Love Island USA because it didn't have the same charming accents.
Yes. And how to say you mug someone off? You mugging me?
Yes.
You mugging me?
But Love Island. Love Island again is also a place where like the cultural traditions of the show, the linguistic cultural traditions of the show, are passed down from cast to cast, and weirdly, they've crossed the pond.
I know.
Like the Love Island USA people, they all have the same thing. They say the same thing. Let me pull you for a chat.
That's
right. It sounds weird coming out of Americans' mouths. It's not like that's not English. It is, but it's just not the same.
I'm not as upset as you are about these things, but I am in heaven right now because I have been talking about Love Island USA for like the last 3 episodes of my podcast to people who don't watch. Right. And now all of a sudden you're here.
Yeah, I'm here.
We might need to add this to the agenda.
Let's talk about
it. All right. We'll move on.
Yeah.
So if you're joining us now, it means we've just clipped out like 5 to 10 minutes of us talking about Love Island USA. Okay, just so that we could move on with our agenda. On today's agenda, podcast update. Number 1, Number 2, what does it mean to be a railroad daddy? I feel like that's like a good acting warm-up term.
Okay.
Railroad daddy. Railroad daddy.
Unique New
Railroad
York.
daddy.
Yeah.
Unique
Yeah,
New
it's
York.
true. It's very activating for your articulators. Yeah.
Number 3, a scene from the movie Marriage Story is being used by the government to scare away wolves. How delicious is that? Number 4.
Yeah, that's it.
It's so good. It's so good.
So good, yeah.
Number 4, how can we live beautiful lives while human rights atrocities are happening? Okay. Number 5, what happened to make us so political? That's my question to us. We're going to talk about that.
You mean like as a culture? Why are we so obsessed with politics?
No. Personally.
you and I.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Number 6, Superman saved Palestine.
Yeah.
Number 7, should we even care about American electoral politics anymore? And number 8, action items. That's just a place for you to make note of some things you want to do moving forward, inspired by our conversation today.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
You know,
Great.
because you don't want to feel like you're losing your mind, and because we long for a better world filled with fun, love, joy, and cool shit. This is What Should We Talk About with Jenny Yang. Yay. Please enjoy me just sweating my face off. Call it an Asian glow. This humidity. Oh, it's good for the skin though. Number 1, podcast update real quick. You've got mail. On our latest episode, Moving Out of America, Are We Gentrifying Even If We're Not White, with Mary Carmel Holmes and comedian Nicole Phoenix, only paid subscriber Camille Morgan commented, quote, "This is one of the best podcasts I listen to. I am a paid subscriber at the annual level because I believe in what you're doing. Everyone, please pay what you can and support Jenny and her team as she shepherds our exploration of this world together." Do you see how well-spoken and well-worded
That's the
my
kind of
listeners
caliber
are?
of subscriber you want to have.
That's right.
Yeah.
She mentally holds your hand and is so needed right now. I'm a mental hand holder. Thank you. And, you know, I got maybe 5 more episodes left in the season because I decided I'm going to do like 20 for like season 1 because I heard that somewhere. Like if you make a podcast, don't just do like 3 and then give up.
Got it.
You got to.
You got to keep the content flowing.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then, but I will be, after the 5, I will over winter probably sending you little written and audio dispatches because I am going to be traveling, and this video audio pod is an intense process when you have to focus on the news all the time. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time for your podcast to start.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about it. Number 2, what does it mean to be a railroad daddy? We have to address that.
All right.
Right? That's like one of the first questions I was like, I must ask you about this.
Okay.
How do you feel about being called railroad daddy? Let's just talk about that.
I mean, I think it means different things to different people. But look, it's really fun to have people feel like the show belongs to them. Because I think that means they care about it and they're invested. And like, that's, you know, nobody, to have a piece of culture, to be part of a piece of culture that people are invested in this fractured landscape is a total privilege. And I also, and yeah, I mean, if people out there are horny for the character, that's a tribute to Julian Fellows' conception of his character. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's something really fun about a sort of unrepentantly dominant figure.
Right.
And
some people like that.
He's fun. It's fun to play, and I'm glad people are enjoying it.
That's a great answer because, you know, sometimes when you meet, like, you've only done dramas.
Mostly.
You're a trained actor.
Sure, yeah.
And sometimes I feel like a moniker like Railroad Daddy might be beneath you.
Not at all.
Okay, just
nothing is beneath me.
Great.
They used to bury actors at crossroads. You know what I'm saying? We're not dignity, always dignity. You know what I mean? If you watch Singing in the Rain, it's just like the first thing they train you to do in acting school is to just like enjoy humiliation.
Right.
Like,
have no ego.
That's truly the whole thing.
Oh, I agree with that.
It's just like you're gonna eat shit on camera.
Yes.
You're gonna be constantly rejected. Like, if you have a sense of yourself that's brittle, it's gonna break. So
God, that's a good point. I only audition sometimes. That's not my main trade. And I would, when I talk to friends who are actors who focus on acting, I would say the level of resilience from rejection that you need to develop as an actor is more intense than being a stand-up comedian. As a stand-up, I think so. You know why?
Whoa.
Because as a stand-up comedian, you have way more control of the context and what you say. Right? So if you eat shit, obviously you own it more because you created those words. And it's you're not acting a role in a way. But when you're an actor, there's so little power you have.
Yeah.
So in the context of power dynamics, I feel like actors have to be more resilient with rejection.
Yeah, that's
if that makes
interesting.
any sense. But I do know that there's like actor friends of mine who, so a long time ago, I used to for 5 years, I ran a monthly storytelling show where I would guide a variety of people. They didn't have to be stand-up comedians, including actors, to tell a story on a theme. And I would coach them. And I remember one actor friend of mine, I'm not going to say who she is. She's been on a Marvel show. She is incredible. But she told me she was so nervous because this was going to be her first time speaking as herself
It's
in
very
public.
different.
And I knew that was like semi-stereotypical of an actor to be like, oh, I just disappear in my role and that's who I can be. But when she said that, I was genuinely felt compassion for it because I'd never thought of it that way, in a real way. I was like, oh, okay, you know.
No, I mean I relate to that very personally, but also like I think that's pretty common among actors is that public speaking is still terrifying.
Yes.
Like I'm always amazed at the people who can go up in front of the Oscars and like look incredibly relaxed. I think they do tend to be the ones who have just, they've got the success. But yeah, it's scary. It's not the same.
Whenever you do your awards thing, I think you need to be like Viola Davis.
What did she do?
I just feel like every time she speaks at an award ceremony, either as like a winner or as a presenter, she rehearses. Like this is a thing where it's like, I don't know how to put it. She's seen some shit because she's been in this business and she's a Black woman. And she shows that she puts in the effort in her craft. And that includes speech giving, and it's always a banger. Like it's always whenever it's like, okay, of course Viola Davis did that just for an award ceremony.
She never wastes the moment of attention. She's
100.
Always like, okay, I have to have I'm having this, I'm gonna have something serious to say. I think I think she crafts what she says as like a speaker and a writer.
Yes.
So that she feels so she can get behind it as an actor.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing. I don't know. It's funny you say, comedian, like, I would think that, I guess the thing with being a stand-up comic is if you've written it, you believe in it. So if you get up in front of a room full of people and you bomb, you're still like, well, fuck those people. Like, I'm right. What I said was funny. You must
you
think
can do that. Yeah, you can do that.
Right.
But can't you do that as an actor too? This choice I made, incredible.
I don't think so. I think maybe you can, but I kind of think, like part of what I really like about acting, especially stage acting, is that you can get up in front of a group of people, and it's an incredibly subjective art form. But in the moment, it isn't. In the moment, it's pretty objective. If you get a laugh, it was funny.
Right.
If you don't, if you lose their attention,
you're right.
That's also, there's an objective. If in a dramatic moment you feel like that pin drop silence in the house, like that you told the truth. Right. Like there are things that become objectively real in that moment between a person and an audience. You must feel that as well. Like
yeah. I'm just thinking back to, so I took like one tiny acting class before I took like improv classes, which I consider also acting classes.
Yes, totally.
Before I like did acting stuff. But in this one acting class, it was my first acting class, my teacher, I remember him being just so, it was never an intense process. Like you went to school for it, but I love that like he'll have us read something and then he's like, did you believe that? And then I'll be like, oh, no. Do you know what I mean? It's so confronting. Because you really have to be aware, like, oh, were you really believing what you were saying? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Do it again.
I think that's the hardest thing. It's like, especially being like a kind of naturally skeptical person and sort of like being full of doubt about like everything, and then having to. But I guess that's the nice thing is you have this space where
you can turn it off.
Your belief is really invited, and your doubt is really not. It doesn't serve you anymore. Let go of it.
Yeah. I like that. Okay, so you're fine with being called Railroad Daddy. Good
it's
to
a nice
know.
rock.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful. Well done.
It's an emerald.
Yeah.
Now, posting thirst traps. Listen, your body is your instrument.
Yeah. For business and pleasure. Yeah. Listen, Instagram is a visual. It is a visual arena, right?
No, it's great. Yeah. No one's complaining. Well, we're out here.
It's embarrassing, but
it's not embarrassing. You just said that you're built for humiliation, so nothing should embarrass you.
No, that's true.
At this point,
You're right.
I love it. I feel like there should be. My first career was in the labor movement. I actually was an organizer. Yeah, I know you didn't know this. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't expect you to look at my bio. I get it.
I wanted to discover it in the moment.
That's right. You're good. You're good like that. So I was in politics before I was a comedian, and one of the things I loved about the labor movement and what I learned in that culture is the concept of bread and roses. And you must have heard this, right? That as workers, as people, we deserve bread, material things, but also beauty, roses. And so that's why you're giving us the roses. That's a long walk around just to say you're doing the culture good work.
Socialist thirst traps.
No, I mean, that's what they say. Art, the job of a revolutionary artist is to make the revolution irresistible. Have you not heard this?
No, whose line is that?
Let's look that up, Corey.
That's a good line.
It's one of those things. Before I was a stand-up comedian, I worked in the labor movement. I worked for nonprofits. And my first real performance writing art was poetry. That was a performance of
slam.
I would never say slam because no, that's more like beatniks. Okay. But I would say,
you're right. Sorry.
The slam poets are the ones who do competitions, who sound like they're rapping. Right. For me, I never memorized anything because I was didn't take it seriously. But it was definitely serious enough that it was like a regular thing in my life. I had like a poetry? Home. No, so I stopped, and then recently, when the LA fires happened, I grew up in LA, so I was so emotional that I found myself starting to write little things. I was like, fuck, I'm writing a poem. Like in my head, I was like, fuck. And so I did it. And so I posted it. And people really responded to it. It's not a lot of comedians like being sincere, but I don't give a fuck. Because that's where I come from. I come from caring too much because of politics. Caring too much because I had feelings I needed to pour into poetry. And so what's my point? Yeah. So because of that world, and you just kind of hear these things about art, like, oh yeah, your job is to make the revolution irresistible. Yeah. Like, oh, okay.
Tony Cade Bambara.
Tony Cade Bambara. That's right.
Who is that?
An incredible filmmaker, writer. We just went to the Black Star Film Festival.
We did just go to the Black Star Film Festival.
There was a documentary.
And there's a documentary on Tony Cade Bambara. Yeah.
Yeah, so you should look. That should go into the action items.
Yeah, action.
Yeah.
Author, filmmaker, activist.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So your body is your instrument. I was curious. Some of your iconic images that you've done for photo shoots.
Okay.
I want to know: would George Russell in 2025 wear these outfits? Let's start with number one. Mesh tank top.
No. No.
Your debut at the Met Gala, the red
with the poppy. I don't know. Yeah, it is like.
Do you think that's
was George? You think George Russell would be pro Palestine in his
with the poppy and with the red suit?
No.
What?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, he's like, he's gonna be like Ralph Lauren and Brioni.
That's true. He's more
maybe
old money
Armani,
at that point.
You know what I mean? Like he's going to be probably custom tailored.
Classic.
Yeah.
All right. And then what's another one? Those are the two main ones. Let's be honest. And there's a whole number of shirtless photos.
Yes.
Do you think he would take shirtless photos?
I mean, I'd like to say no. I don't know. I mean, if it actually, you know what? Let's consider George Russell's actual real life analogs.
Okay.
Like our industrial titans of the day.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah, Zuckerberg, Bezos, Musk.
I mean, Bezos is out on his yacht shirtless.
Bezos is on the yacht shirtless.
And
he's yoked. Zuckerberg's doing MMA.
That's true. They're all doing HGH and all that stuff.
I mean, Musk has created a body for himself that he looks unwell. The shape is of there's a hormonal imbalance or something like that that's going on that is causing certain parts of his body to grow in ways that it's not natural looking.
To have all that money, all that money and put all that effort just to look mid.
Oh, beyond mid. He looks sickly. Oh. I mean, I'm not. Yeah.
No, I'm fine with judging our enemies' aesthetics. This is a conversation I've had with friends. It's because they'll be like, no, don't body shame, blah blah blah. It's no, I'm going to. I've decided. It's 2025. I'm sorry. My villains.
Yeah. It's fine. I agree. I totally agree with that principle. I also think, when someone is not taking care of themselves,
Yeah.
there can be kindness in saying,
yes,
hey, like, you don't need to operate 15 companies or whatever
Right.
it is. Like, divest from some of them.
that's right.
Let the thing, simplify your life. Go see a trainer.
What a
Like,
kind
go to
approach.
Pilates.
What a kind approach
Take
does
care of
Zuckerberg
yourself.
and
You don't-
Musk?
Yeah.
Do less.
You don't exactly.
Do less. This is the
Self-care
problem.
is revolutionary. Like, don't do all that ketamine all the time. Like, it's not good for you.
I do feel like our villains are the villains, our enemies are outflanking us because they're doing more than us. We need them to do less, is what I'm thinking.
I think that's true. It's also it's easy to do a lot of things when you have an army of minions.
I know.
I think it's hard to. I mean, I don't know. If you're Zoran Mamdani, like he had an army in New York. He had tens of thousands of people who went out
Door
in
knocking,
100-degree heat and knocked on doors. I mean, it's possible, right? Like that's the whole we've got people thing.
It's nice when you can inspire people and versus buy them.
Just pay them. Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to mention on this topic of your body as your instrument. In my search, there was a Men's Health article entitled "The Gilded Age star Morgan Spector can't get too jacked."
I wrote that headline opposite.
And you said that you'd love to find a project that will let you, quote, get yoked in a contemporary way.
Yeah, like I mean, what I said is I want somebody to pay me to do steroids. Not like I don't want to abuse them.
Honestly, Corey says that all the time.
Oh, I just want you to get on a Marvel movie so that way I can have your guy help me out.
Yeah.
Well, so I did do stunt training for this assassin role I did for Netflix. It's called The Brother's Son. It was starring Michelle Yeoh.
Oh,
it was incredible. It was like one of the things I did during the last 5 years. And it was incredible because it was the stunt team of John Wick. And Corey definitely, Corey definitely joked and was just like, you got a plug for steroids or HGH? I'm like, they probably do, but I'm not going to ask them.
I'm sure they've got a hookup.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but I mean, you can be smart with that stuff. I don't know. I mean, I feel like in your 60s, when like the prostate cancer that you're growing is going to grow slowly enough that it probably won't kill you in time to, be faster than your natural mortality. That's the time
to feed it. Feed it with some hormones.
HGH,
Okay. All right. Now, let's talk about this scene from the Marriage Story, number 3. Did you know this? A scene from the movie Marriage Story is being used by the government to scare away wolves.
I can't believe I have to know you forever!
Oh, you're fucking insane!
Information. It's so good.
It's like the best headline I've ever heard. I mean, I just wanted to bring it up because I just found it so delightful. It's also like the best review of a film I've ever heard.
But it's also hilarious when you think about acting and actors, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like the much memed fight scene between Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson, it's what I think when people watch that scene, people who don't act probably think that's acting, which it is. I mean, they won got nominated or won Academy Awards. But like, people think dramatic acting is just yelling.
Right. Right. No, and if you take that scene out of context of the rest of the film, I think it's actually like, it's too much. Like, it's ridiculous. But I mean, it's been building to that scene, right? Like in the context of the film, you should feel a kind of, it feels organic, but yes, I don't know. Just like, I wish that I maybe that's something I want to leave behind.
What?
It's just like as part of my oeuvre, something that could be used to frighten wolves.
Let's give people some context. The U.S. Department of Agriculture has used that scene from The Marriage Story to scare wolves away because what they do is, they want to protect cattle, I guess. So they send out drones with thermal cameras, and when they see wolves under those thermal cameras, they can switch on a number of audio to scare them away. And one of them's like some AC/DC song. I don't know. I'm not Thunderstruck. I'm not acquainted. I am an immigrant.
Thunderstruck.
Oh, here we go. And one of them, this is the scene, the Marriage Story. It's what a compliment, truly, as an actor.
Absolutely.
To be like, I am so deep in the culture that I am now used as a weapon against wolves.
Also, it's a better weapon than simply culling them, which is actually terribly destructive for habitat, right? Like, you need predators. Well,
culling the wolves.
I
see.
Because sometimes, we've had that happen where they kill thousands and thousands of wolves.
Oh my God.
And yeah, that's not. We need our predators to have healthy ecology.
Is there a scene in the Gilded Age that you could
You could use a frightened wolf.
Can you think of one? I'm trying to think, Corey. You never raise your voice too much.
Not too much. I mean, I do some table slamming sometimes.
Yeah. That's powerful.
You could probably do like a super cut of me slamming tables, and it would make me cringe. But yeah, what's the? I don't know. I'm trying to think. There was like a bunch of like men with beards around a table yelling at each other in season 2. When I meet Jay Gould. That we do a lot of.
It's like that. What is that basement photo people have of dogs playing poker? That's how it sounds to me.
No, it was a bit. Lots of cigars and mustaches.
I want to see like a bunch of farmers just kind of sitting around figuring out what would keep the wolves off their cattle. Yeah. And they're just trying out different stuff. And they're like, right. We went with the Robert Guillaume and Morgan Freeman argument from Lean On Me.
What the hell you think I'm worried about? End of discussion. Debate is over. You will write a formal apology.
But it just didn't hit right. So we went over to get a husband and a wife going at it. And that's nothing scares me like my wife.
Robert Guillaume, what a deep cut.
That was.
Corey is always trying to make me watch 80s movies and shows that I have not seen. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to enjoy it.
Like Lean On Me was a 90s movie.
Oh, I don't know. But I still do. I'm an immigrant. I'm a child. I was just learning English. I wasn't deep in the fucking...
Right. Is there anything that you have watched that's like brought you together, like an 80s classic?
Oh.
So, oftentimes it's like some comedy. He's like, this is really funny. And it's like, it's too offensive for me. Where it's just like Porky's or some shit.
No, I don't get into, but it's like, a Planes, Trains, and Automobiles or something like that. Like that's just like a classic holiday film. And
but I keep saying no. I'm sorry.
No, that moved too slow for you now. I feel like or something.
I'll watch Dirty Dancing at any point you want.
Great classic.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, universally beloved.
Hilarious. I love this. Now, let's more on acting.
Yeah, sure.
More on acting.
Let's talk about the craft.
That's right. You went to Reed College, which I do want to comment on because you grew up in the Bay Area, first of all. Ish?
North Bay, Sonoma County. So, I mean,
Sonoma County, yeah. So,
Bay.
one of my first regular jobs that I got when I started doing stand-up was doing stand-up in Kenwood.
Weird, why?
Near Santa Rosa. Because this woman who was like the PR person who worked a lot with like the Sonoma County Farmers Market, Lisa Pidge, shout out to Lisa, and a lot of the like small and medium-sized wineries and vintners pulled together this like comedy show and they would sponsor it. And she reached out to me and she's like, please come up. I'm like, okay. And I would go and she's an incredible, like she grew up in the area, left for New York, was on Oprah's old magazine for doing whatever marketing, and then came back home and just, to live a small town life again and really be a booster. And she was just the best host. And so I have this like awesome like place Kenwood's in my heart. Kenwood's like a small little of Kenwood wines, city. And anyway, I get the beauty of Sonoma County, especially because they like to talk shit about Napa because Napa thinks they're too fancy.
Napa is too fancy.
Right.
Well, the disparity used to be greater too. Like Napa was fancy.
Right.
Sonoma was just agricultural, funky. And now they're both pretty
They've
fancy,
come up. Right. Okay, so my question is Bay Area. How Bay Area are you? We're going to play a clip that we cannot keep in the final cut, that we will cut out. But we're going to tell people what it is, and then we're going to see how you will react to this.
Oh, God, okay.
It's music. Then you got it. Yeah. You got it. It was E40.
Although I don't know. Like I did.
Were you into E40?
No, I missed hyphy somehow.
Somehow.
I was into like.
Yeah, what were you into?
They were like, who was that? There was like Living Legends.
Oh.
We're like the kind of local Bay Area rap that I was into. It was like the Grouch and I think.
What were you in your high school? Like what was your
my
role?
Group? I don't know. It shifted a lot. Like, I had friends. I had a couple of friends who were rappers.
Oh,
shout out David Payne Schwartz.
Great.
And he was like pretty good. They would like sit around and freestyle.
Yeah.
But they were in the Moon Men. I think was in it. That was the name of his band. Sorry. Yeah, but they were sort of they like got me into the Project Blowed people in LA.
Oh,
so like
yeah.
Freestyle Fellowship
Yes.
and AC Alone, like that whole
All
world.
right. All right.
And so that was like the 90s hip hop that I was into, was very West Coast.
You passed the test, Morgan.
Very backpack, I guess.
Yeah.
But also I was listening to electronic music. I was doing lots of drugs and listening to Prodigy and then also, but like, you know, you're also growing up steeped in like boomer 60s, 70s culture.
Yeah.
Listening to like Dylan and Joni Mitchell and Carole King. I used to love Carole King, Paul Simon.
Oh, that's nice.
So it was like a mix of all of those things. But I was also like an alt kid. I was into like Smashing Pumpkins and Nirvana and you know, the first time I heard the Pixies, like my brain melted. You know what I mean? So, you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah.
You passed the test.
Yeah. Thanks.
We just wanted to know if you knew who E40 was.
I knew who E40 was.
I'm not even from the Bay.
You know Murs. Didn't you do a thing with Murs? He's Living Legends.
Yeah.
Murs is great. Yes. Cool. Murs is really good.
Yeah, I was in this like documentary thing for Showtime. I'm talking about race, and I got to meet Murs.
Oh,
I
cool.
was like, oh, you seem so cool. Like, yeah.
I remember thinking he was kind of the best one.
Ooh.
But maybe
shout out to Murs.
In the Grouch. Yeah, shout out to Murs.
Reed College. I went to Swarthmore College. Are you familiar?
Fancy.
Oh wow, I'm fancy.
I don't think I got in. I think I got waitlist.
Did you? Well, I was telling Corey that when I was independently kind of researching small liberal arts colleges, and I was like, because I went to a big public high school, where everyone went to UCLA, UC Berkeley, UCSD, and I didn't want that because I already felt like I had a big high school experience, and so I was researching, and I was like, oh, Swarthmore, they seem nerdy. Yeah. It's cool. But then I remember in the research that there was like a spectrum I realized of like how socially liberal everyone was. And like the joke was that like Oberlin, for example, there's like sometimes there's co-ed showers and there's no doors on the showers.
Wow.
I know.
Is that real? That sounds apocryphal.
Yeah, it sounds rapey, but
it does.
To me, but like I'm a prude, and so especially at the time, I was like choosing colleges, and I was like, that seems like too much. But I remember in my brain, I had put in terms of like social liberalism and like independent study on the spectrum. It was like Brown, Swarthmore, Oberlin, Reed.
I think the only one.
I was trying to explain it to Corey.
On that spectrum, the only one that's like further than Reed, I think, is Evergreen.
Or Deep Springs. Do you remember Deep Springs?
Although Deep Springs
that's
is
a
like
men's college.
Libertarian-ish kind of, I think. I mean, Deep Springs is cool. I was very like tempted by the idea.
Like you're out in the woods. You just tell your
like
professor whatever books you want to read.
Yeah.
Is that what Reed was like? No.
No, Reed has, I mean, at the time I went there, Reed had like a very, you know, their whole thing was that you have this like humanities curriculum that everybody gets brought into, which is not like great books exactly, but it's definitely like, you start out with ancient Greece, right? And then you read, and then there's a second year of Hume if you want to take that, that's similarly like, sort of great books that's introducing, you know, I remember at the time, like my girlfriend at the time went to Bard and they were reading much more like exciting postmodern theory. And
yes.
Like, nah,
classics.
Like, read the original shit, and then you can get to that later if you want.
I do love post-colonial literature.
Yeah, but I think it helps to engage with the early stuff too.
Oh, I garbled post-colonial literature in my mouth. And also, let's do this. Incredible. Now we're gonna move on, but there's one little thing. The Mid-Atlantic accent.
Yes.
Is that a class you take at the American Conservatory Theater?
Literally, yes. It's called what was American Theater Standard is what it was called in school.
And so, can you teach me? What are some tips?
I could. I wish I had the phonetic alphabet in front of me because there are actual changes that I could teach you. But like one of them is that your ass sound, instead of saying like, you know, if I say man, I say like man. You know, it's if you slow that down, it's like man, right? Like it's very. I mean, that's not good. That's not the Mid-Atlantic sound.
Oh, okay.
But like it would be very pure, like man. Man. That's like one of the big changes. That's one of the big changes. You should say man, plan. A man, a plan, a canal.
Are you a tenor?
No.
You have a nice deep voice.
Yeah, baritone.
You're baritone. Yeah. Okay. And you sing.
I mean, I can sing. I'm not.
I saw Lion King somewhere.
Practiced. Yeah, it's in there. But I will, for Lion King, they were, because there's a white guy track. There are like 2 white guy tracks in the Lion King show. That one of them is the tall white guy track, and one of them is the short white guy track. If you're a cover, which what I was auditioning for, I was auditioning to be a standby at the time.
Oh.
And if you're the tall one, you do Pumbaa and Scar. And so for Scar, they want like that classically trained diction, and I think that's their first priority. So they were sort of saying, okay, if you've gone to that kind of training program, we'll see you, and we'll worry about the singing later.
Ooh.
Because you can kind of, you know, the Shrek, you can kind of talk sing it.
Aw, cute.
Yeah. But I did sing it.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Mid-Atlantic accent. If you may indulge me.
Okay.
I was wondering if we could do George Russell
On Hinge? No.
giving modern pickup lines.
Okay.
What if George Russell, instead of turn of the century man, was dating on Hinge? And he was trying to give modern pickup lines. And here are
Can we just read them?
yeah.
Okay.
If you don't mind, as George Russell.
Are you Wi-Fi? Because I feel a connection. I'm not. These are fucked up. Okay, here we go. I'm not even playing cards, but somehow I pulled a queen. There you are.
Don't look at me. Look at the camera.
No, I'm going to look at you. I want you to feel, because I want you to feel embarrassed. Hold on. You deserve to feel embarrassed. What you've done here, you deserve to be embarrassed.
I'm like,
Okay.
I don't like this.
Are you ready?
Don't use your acting tractor beam
As a
on me.
weapon? Yeah. Are you alone? You've got my interest. I'm really trying to...
No, I can't make. This is why I can't do serious drama. I did my acting one time and I'm over it because I cannot not laugh.
No, it's very hard. It's actually one of the challenges of doing dramatic acting. It's not laughing. Yeah. Are you a cat? Because I've fallen for you. It's hard to hit the fur.
It's the fur with the Mid-Atlantic accent.
You would throw it. You would de-emphasize it, right? You would throw away that fur, that short
fur you.
for you. I've fallen for you. I could do it. Are you a cat? I'm trying to do McAllister's accent. Are you a cat? Because I've fallen for you. But that's not even very good. It's bad.
Oh my God, incredible. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
George Russell
done,
on
well
Hinge. We've already
George
spent
Russell on Field.
Well, on Field, that's right. Just Field, incredible. I mean, if people knew George Russell was on Field,
Yeah.
they'd be all up in that.
Sure.
Be like, we know you're married.
Railroad Daddy takes on a whole different connotation.
Honestly,
Yeah.
we could just do an hour of this. But we're going to talk about real things.
Okay, great.
Number 4, how can we live beautiful lives while human rights atrocities are happening? You phrased it as, can you do a renovation on your house without being essentially Hedwig or Sandra Hüller from Zone of Interest? And if you don't know Zone of Interest, it is a 2023 drama about an Auschwitz commandant, Rudolf Haas, and his wife, Hedwig, who strive to build a dream life for their family in a house and garden right next to a camp. And it is brutal. It is a brutal, brutal juxtaposition of her receiving a gift of furs where you're like, oh, that's obviously from people who have been
Yeah,
exterminated.
that's the opening. The opening scene is they're harvesting furs from people who've just gotten off the train.
Right.
At Auschwitz, yeah.
Whew! So you're like, you have this beautiful home.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Well, there's this incredible, I mean, the scene I'm really referring to is there's a scene, her mother comes to visit.
Yeah.
And ultimately leaves because she can't stomach it. But her mother comes to visit, and there's this I think it's a kind of long tracking shot of Sandra Hüller walking her mother through and I'm mispronouncing her name, walking her mother through her garden.
Yeah.
That is where they've beautifully landscaped. But so in the foreground is Sandra Hüller and her mother. In the background is the wall that separates their garden from the camp, from Auschwitz. And you can, because the sound design of this movie is fucking brilliant, you can hear like the occasional scream, the occasional gunshot, and you can see the smoke, I believe, I might be misremembering, coming up over the wall.
Yeah.
And she's just talking about like this beautiful garden that she's done in the way that anyone proud of a recent renovation would talk to somebody else about it. And it was just like, I mean, the whole way I took that film was as a kind of allegory for what it is to live in, I think, particularly America or the United Kingdom, when you're living inside an empire that inflicts domination and death upon like so many other people in the rest of the world.
Right.
And yeah, like, I don't know, there's, you know, I'm a TV actor and we work for these companies that make an enormous amount of money off of our labor.
Yeah.
And because we have a union and because we have agents and lawyers that work for us, we're able to negotiate like a certain piece of that value that they're extracting from our labor.
Yeah.
And it's a lot, you know, relative to what other people make.
Yeah.
And so we have like, I have this capacity to like own a home and, you know, we in a world where that's increasingly unusual and a nice one and like make it, I don't know. And it's just fucked up. It's fucked up. I don't know. It's like, should I give away every penny that I have and like, you know, should live as an ascetic? Like, I don't know. I think like it's wanting, what I want to do is do both things, right? Like what I want to do is like have a good life and like participate in a meaningful way in making the world better. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just a piece of shit. Maybe I should fucking kill myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Trust me. As someone who used to be just a true believer, when I was 21, I was a part of a socialist collective.